Getting a lot of the married single mom divorce cases.
I think right now we're seeing a lot of the 30s and 40-year-old somethings who happen to be this married single mom, where if you don't know what that means, it's really where a mom is doing it all and their spouse isn't really participating. So you have mom who's waking the kids up, getting them ready for school, taking them to school, then going to her 9-to-5 job, and then coming home and doing dinner and extracurricular activities and doing homework and whatever it needs to be. And their husband is still just going to work, coming home, doing nothing, going to bed, and playing on their phone. And so these moms are getting resentful, and now they're standing up for themselves. The times have not caught up with the gender roles. And I think that's why women now in their 30s and 40s are really deciding that why, if I'm single at home with my spouse, why can't I just be single and be single? I don't need that extra dead weight. If I already am doing it all, I'll continue to do it all.
A lot of people think single moms are just women without a spouse. Sometimes you can be a single mom in a relationship because you are doing all the work, and all he's been prepared to be as a man is a protector and a provider, but nobody told him he has to be a nurturer. So you have some of these women that are losing themselves in a marriage because they excessively have to be a mom and a dad because you are there and you are not helping. You want this woman to be your wife, but how can she when she's a full-time mom doing overtime on momming because you're not helping? You don't feel like freeing up a day or two so she can enjoy herself, so she can go out, so she can feel like a human being, so she can revitalize herself, so she can be her best version of herself for you? But yet and still, you'll work, you'll come home, and she's doing the same things. It's not like she's just a stay-at-home mom. No, she works and she takes care of the kids almost full time. Listen, men, it is our responsibility to raise our children too. Duh.
Not keep doing everything around the house. I am starting to feel like what people call a married single mother. How can you be married and a single mother? That doesn't even make sense. Plus, when I met you, you were a single mom. I know I was a single mom, but you know what? When I was a single mom, I only had 2 kids instead of 3. Who's the 3rd kid? It's not me. Feels like you're an extra kid because I'm having to clean up your messes because you are not participating in keeping this house clean. You leave your clothes on the floor. You leave dishes all over. The other day you came home and your shoes were all muddy, and instead of taking them off outside or in the garage, you tracked mud through the house. Honestly, it's worse than having a 3rd kid because you're bigger. You make bigger messes. I'm working. I am exhausted. And I'm working too. But on top of that, I'm taking on the majority of the household and childcare duties. So while you come home and get to sit down on the couch and watch TV and relax, I don't get that time for myself. If you need a break, why don't you just take it? Whenever I take a break, you're constantly texting me, asking what to feed them, what they need to wear. So it's not a break for me.
One thing I know for sure is that you're not the only one in this situation. And quite honestly, being a single parent when you have a husband staying with you in the same house is just crazy for me. But according to me, one would rather be a single mother, staying alone with the kids in the same house, doing everything all by yourself, than be in the same house with a man who is a biological father or not of the children that you have. And you get to do every single thing as a single mother. That's just a completely different ball game altogether. Because how do I get to do everything financially, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and otherwise when I have another adult who is supposed to make me a better person, who is supposed to be concerned and genuinely care about my happiness and my physical and emotional well-being in the same house? How do I get to take on the responsibility of raising the kids when you are there as well as their father? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather stay alone as a single mother and, have the father support the children financially from wherever they are, or not, because that's what they normally do most. Once they leave you, they no longer support the children, and it's not all, but most. We know this is not bone of contention. We're not going to discuss deadbeat baby daddies right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm tired. I just came from work. It was a very long day. I'm not going to discuss that. So please, when you listen to this, listen with the intention of hearing what I have to say. So I would just rather have my children and know that the responsibility falls on my shoulders than promise myself someone who is not going to pitch every single month, whether it's by helping you do the laundry, do the housework, do stuff around the house. Help me do something. Help me by doing something around the house. I can't do everything all by myself. So I think you are better off being, well, there's nothing better or there's nothing beautiful about it being a single mother, because I doubt there's someone who has children just to be a single parent. I doubt there is. I could be wrong. But I would rather be a single parent knowing that I'm going to do everything for my children on a monthly basis, financially and otherwise, than have someone who is supposed to be, my anchor, my shoulder to cry on, my ride or die, or whatever it is you want to call it. That must be one of the hardest things to do. Having a partner who is also a baby daddy, but you still are there, like, doing everything. Homework, it's you. Food, it's you. Groceries, it's you. Cooking, it's you. Cleaning the house, it's you. Making sure that the outside of the yard is clean, it's you. I can't. Just thinking about it makes me mad. I cannot even begin to fathom how women in such situations do it every single day with a smile on their faces, even though some of them are just bitter and miserable and they just want to hate on these single women who are happy and raising children alone. But how do you guys do it? How do you do it? For real. How do you do it? You're not happy. We can tell. And it keeps getting kuningi every single day, because maybe you asked this man to buy milk, you left the money, okay? You left the money. This man was just gallivanting the entire legation the whole day. He didn't buy the milk, he didn't buy the bread for tomorrow's lunchbox. Now what? You are more heartful now because, oh my goodness, I left you the money to at least go to the tuck shop. Now what did you do? You left the money there and you were like, she'll see herself out. Nah, I'm going to get drunk with my friends there. How do you guys do it? It's so draining. I'm not in that situation, but I feel so exhausted just talking about it. Sure.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
Get into it. Get into it.
Married women are single? How does that?
I'll give you this explanation. Okay. I'm not, because me and my husband actually work together on raising our kids. Mm-hmm. But there is plenty of households where a woman is solely responsible for raising kids. And a man don't give a fuck.
And you define those women as single mothers?
A married woman that's a single mom, yeah. Oh,
it's
legally, no. But in reality, if you're a man, and your household run how your household run. But if you can't help your wife or your girl out with the kids, and you know she need a break, or I saw a video of a girl breastfeeding, and she was dozing off breastfeeding. The boyfriend was recording her. Look at you being reckless. Da, 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 da. Why wouldn't you just grab your baby? Yep. Baby, go lay down for a second. You tired?
Now I get you.
Because she's a single mom.
But you know what? Personally,
next caller.
I potty train my.
I think so many women are choosing to be single mothers over being single married mothers.
Because it's easier. Because countless women report that then when they become a single parent, their workload actually decreases, even though the other adult in the home has been removed. Because countless women report that despite the stressors that come with being a single mom, they still have more peace and happiness being a single mom as opposed to being a married single mom. Because it's easier to do it by yourself without the resentment of having someone who refuses to contribute.
Okay, can I explain something? This is really, I'm going to be aggressive because nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. You know that? It's not, it was never meant to happen for the human race, number one. Number two, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother, what do you think it is? Whether they have a supportive partner. So the major argument for good dads is actually, can the dad be there for the mom? What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, and then the kids get starved. So and we're not actually supposed to be living in a single family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom than just dad. But I'm going with standard societal structure. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way. You are not meant to, and no children are meant to actually grow up in a single family home, much less a broken home.
Here are 5 signs that you're a single married mom. 1, if he died tomorrow or you got divorced, nothing's going to change. 2, you could have an affair and he would never know. 3, you do the majority, if not all, of the childcare and housework and you don't get a break. 4, you resent your husband, and I mean resent them for everything, for sitting on the couch while you're doing the laundry, or playing on their phone while you're making lunches and doing bath time. You are the one that's holding down the fort, and you don't get any thanks. And 5, your spouse says to you, hey, just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. But then you have to think about all the stuff you want him to do, and it adds to your mental load.